Michelle Ho. I've been a hoe my whole life. That is fire. I just thought about how relentless kids were and how big of douchebags junior high and high school kids are. They 100% was just calling this girl out her name, calling her a hoe all 4 years of high school. What's good, y'all? Today we're gonna be checking out some of the most hilarious and creative yearbook quotes that there is. Let's get it. All right, first up, we got Pauline Trend. See, kids, I told you your mom was hot back in high school. I honestly feel bad for her future kids. Cause why do your kids need to think about you being hot? You could have said beautiful. You could have said any other word, but you said no, your mom was a smoke show when she was young. Yeah, mom, thanks for reminding me not to show all my degenerate friends your yearbook photo now. This man's name is Godwin. That's kind of fire. But my eyes are open. Oh my God. That is a good one. And I don't know if that's a reference to him being Asian or high as hell or both. Anar Ek. Okay, I'm not even going to attempt to say that because I'm going to butcher it. No, Voldemort is not in my head wrap, bro. That means after the Harry Potter movie came out, she got made fun of every single day. They were like, yo, take it off. We want to see the face on the back of your head. We know you're hiding. He must who not be named. All right, and Marissa said, LOL, bye. She was just like, I ain't got shit to say. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace. She probably hated all 4 years and is just glad to be gone. Yo, hold up. Griffin. There is so much going on in this photo. My man's is rocking the Daisy Dukes with that bright ass orange tank top on and the American flag bandana. Is he even wearing shoes? Don't use that stupid lumberjack photo. Mom, he quoted his mom in the yearbook. You probably should have listened to mom. Mom was right on that one. The picture would have still been stupid, but you rocking the booty shorts is what pushed it over the top. It's like we got a set of twins, Catherine Andrews Henderson and Rebecca Andrews Henderson. I was planned. I was not. Wait, what? Wait, what? I mean, they would have to be in the same grade. They're right next to each other in the yearbook. Is the joke that they didn't plan on having twins and they already had the name Catherine picked out and then they found out that Rebecca was just fucking tagging along? Just let me know down in the comments if y'all get this one or not. I think I got it, but if I didn't, please correct me. All right, we got Segun Akigobogun. I definitely butchered his name, but I'm that Nigerian prince that keeps emailing you. One of the oldest scams in the book, and it's still going around to this day. I don't think that scam will ever die, but the funny thing is I could see him like admitting, like that's his admittal. Like, yes, I've been scamming people. I'm the Nigerian prince guy, but no one's gonna take it seriously because it's a fucking yearbook photo quote. Just walking around the halls with a pocket full of scam money. Michelle Ho. I've been a hoe my whole life. That is fire. Yo, I love the fact that she understands that her last name is Ho and she made that her yearbook quote. I just thought about how relentless kids were and how big of douchebags junior high and high school kids are. They 100% was just calling this girl out her name, calling her a hoe all 4 years of high school. So far, that is the best one. Shout out to Michelle Ho for having a sense of humor. And to me, this looks like a senior yearbook photo. Shout out to her for ending her senior year on a bang with a goated joke like that. Yo, I'm surprised that the yearbook committee actually let that one slide. Because the yearbook committee, the people that be putting the yearbook together, they be treating that shit like it's a fucking multi-million-dollar fucking movie. They do not play about taking photos, having errors, mess ups, none of that. They be trying to have that shit perfect. His name has been blurred out, but y'all give this man a name down in the comments. What do you think his name is? But his yearbook photo was, I look better in person. I mean, a yearbook photo is pretty much like in person. There's not like too much editing going on. Like, that's pretty much just you, cuh. Irfan Amathias. I had to put my grades up for adoption because I couldn't raise them. Yo, that's actually bars. And I'm actually calling cap on that. I mean, look at this man. Look at this man. If I had to take a guess, he's Indian, and we all know Indian parents ain't playing around about grades. You're supposed to be a doctor right now, sir. But low key, that's actually bars. He might be a doctor by day and a battle rapper by night. Amar Pal. Guys call me Amar, but girls call me Mia Moore. I mean, I get what you're going for there, but that's like that's not bars. That's kind of cringe. Like in your head, you definitely thought that was a bar, but it indeed was not a bar. And it's okay. It happens to the best of us. There's times where we're like, yeah, yo, that shit was hard. Then people is like, nah, that shit was trash. I hope I said his name right. His name has to be Amar, but yeah, the girls were not calling you Mia Moore, yo. Cut that shit out. And we got another no name, but the happier we get, the less we see. Hashtag Asians, hashtag life. So this one has to kind of be recent, probably in like the last 10 years because the hashtags. Like, I don't even know, when the fuck did we start using hashtags? But that is fucking funny. Like, if you don't get that one, the happier we get, the less we see, meaning when he smiles, His eye, you know, because when you smile, your eyes go like that. He's already Asian. I don't think I have to keep going here. All right, next up, coming to the stage, we got Brianna. And Brianna says, never hold your farts in. They travel up your spine into your brain, and that's where the crappy ideas come from. Oh, not as funny as you thought it was. Like, kind of bars, like farts, you know, travels up your spine, brain, crappy ideas. I get what you was going for, but I mean, you have to think about it. This is your yearbook quote, your quote. And I'm guessing that most of these, if not all of these, are senior yearbook quotes, senior photos. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks about me or has to say about me, whether they're memories of me being 15 or right now being 31. But like my yearbook quote, I'm going to try and make that fire. Not even for other people, just for me. So when I look back on it, I can be like, yeah, I said that shit. All right, now we got Megan. And Megan says, Master has given Megan a high school diploma. Megan is free. That one's like not that bad at all, especially coming from a white high school chick named Megan. I would expect a white girl in high school named Megan that looks like that to say some shit like that. It's not cringe, it's not great, it's not bad. That's just some shit Megan in high school would say. All right, next up we got Jessica and Ciso. Either way, I probably fucked that up. But why fall in love when you could fall asleep? Yo, I fuck with that one. She is spitting facts. Like, no offense to all my people out there that like want to find love and get married and have kids and all that other dumb shit. Again, no offense, but like, why? It's 2025. Finding love and falling in love is not what you think it is. That thought, that vision that you have of finding love and falling in love is like from back in the day, what it used to look like when it actually looked possible. Like now, you're just asking for a headache. You know what I'm saying? Like you're just asking to get cheated on. You're just asking for child support. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not worth it, bruh. Because yeah, instead of falling in love, you could fall asleep. But if you want to fall in love and you try to fall asleep, you're going to get woken up and probably have to deal with some fucking bullshit. Y'all do you. I understand not everyone's okay with being alone and wanting to be alone for the rest of your life, like your boy here, but it's your world. I'm just living in it. Yo, the funny thing is, I bet you Jessica is married and with kids right now. Next up, we got Kevin. And Kevin says, it's not enough that I should succeed. Others should fail. Yes, because other people need to fail so you can succeed. I'm picking up what you putting down, player. God, we all went to school with a guy like this. We all know a fucking blonde-haired guy like this with the fucking diamond-studded earrings and shit with that stupid fucking smile. And his yearbook quote is, yo, make up a senior quote for me, bro. I'm not at school. And clearly his friends are douchebags, just like he is, because they said, you know, it'd be funny if we just put that as his yearbook quote. This is the kid you went to school with that was like always rocking cutoffs, you know what I'm saying? Like always, like not even tank tops. He always took shirts and like made them into cutoffs. Mackenzie Galuba, not pregnant, just eating good. Bro, the fact you had to put that, the fact that she had to put that as her yearbook quote means motherfuckers were making jokes like, are you pregnant? Oh, are you pregnant? And she was probably, like she said, she was just eating good. She probably just had a little gut. She don't even look fat. She probably wasn't even fat. But again, junior high and high school kids are just douchebags. They're fucking dicks. And they were going around telling this poor girl she was pregnant. I'm glad that she could smile and shake it off. Shout out to Mackenzie, man. I hope you still eating good to this day. All right. And Connor says, I don't know. You could just put some quote in for me. And in fact, they did. They quoted you word for word, Connor. I mean, I feel them though, because like, what the fuck do you really want me to say? I mean, I know that sounds hypocritical because I just said like earlier, I would try and make that shit fire. I mean, hypothetically, theoretically, I would want my yearbook quote to be fire, but I'm also not good at being put on the spot. I could just imagine the fucking yearbook girls walking up, you know, with the little fucking binders and shit and be like, all right, Mr. Winn, what do you want your yearbook quote to be? Like, can you give me a fucking minute? Can I get back to you on that? I don't even think my high school had yearbook quotes. We just had fucking yearbooks. We just took our pictures and that was it. All right, Parikh Shit Ravi. Parikh Shit Ravi? There's no other way to say that. Parikh Shit Ravi. Reek Shit Ravi. I know I'm butchering this man's name. Just like any foreign name, I'm gonna butcher that shit. It is what it is. But the fact that he had to put that as his quote lets you know that people probably were calling him Reek Shit Ravi. I know for a fact this man was like, yo, just call me Ravi. Yo, just call me Rav, something. And now we got this Ed Sheeran looking motherfucker up here. And he said, I didn't choose the thug life. The thug life chose me. And he quoted Tupac. We know you ain't about that life at all, but I do like your taste in quotes. And one thing I just noticed, and I have to point out real quick, the hairstyle, bro. We really, yo, what is that? Is that the Bieber? I think the Bieber cut's more like a, yo, what is that thing where it's like flips? Because I'm guilty of it. I used to have that fucking hairstyle myself when I was younger. That's definitely the hair of a man that used to wear a hat, because the only time my hair did that was when I was rocking a hat 24/7. But we used to think that that shit was cool. Like, that was the cut. I wouldn't say that's Justin Bieber, because like I said, Justin Bieber had the more swoosh. It was more like over like that, but like this was specifically like right here by your ears, the shit would curl up. Right here in the front, the shit would flip up, like all. All right, next up we got Cassidy Terrazali, and she said, sometimes I get emotional over fonts. And she quoted Kanye West.
Shut up! Be quiet before you get X out.
If anything, like, Kanye West has just been crazy. We just never realized it. Sometimes I get emotional over fonts, because what the fuck does that even mean? Is it just like he's reading something that's typed out in Helvetica and it's just it starts to piss him off? He's like, whoever made Helvetica font, I want to punch them in the face. Or when he's like reading something in Arial font or Times New Roman, he's just all, yes, yes. Damn, now that I'm thinking about it and sitting here talking about that, like, certain fonts do bring out certain emotions. Yeah, I'm really about to ask y'all this. What is your favorite fonts? Let me know your favorite fonts down in the comments. I miss Wingdings. What y'all know about Wingdings? Also, when the Pokemon 3 movie came out, you know what I'm saying, with the unknown, I used to type my name out in the unknown Pokemon letters, bro. That shit used to be gas. Some days are a total waste of makeup. I was about to roast her and be like, yo, what the hell does that even mean? But I actually get it. You know, because women usually get up earlier than us men because they do shit like put makeup on and get dressed and prepare themselves for the day and shit. And some days probably are so trash. She's just like, I could have not wore makeup today. I put on makeup for this shit. The only reason I went to school all this time is to distract myself from the fact that I'll never be Beyonce. You don't say. She probably grew up to be Becky with the good hair. If you know, you know. We got Xenia Chon. Xenia Chon? No, Xenia, your senior quote can't be fries before guys. Dad. You know what? I don't even blame her, because fries are fucking good. Mine could have been like tater tots before thoughts or some shit. All right, now we got Mitchell Whelan. This dude does look like a fucking Mitchell. Yo, what kind of name is Mitchell? But anyways, Mitchell says, remember to always be yourself, unless you suck. Then pretend to be someone else. All right, I take that back. That sounds like the yearbook quote of a fucking bully named Mitchell. Remember to always be yourself, unless you suck. Then pretend to be someone else. I know that this is a little off subject, but I just got this new fucking light. I thought it was on this entire time. I decided to look back. Motherfucker wasn't even on. But yes, if y'all didn't know, new scenery. It was time to move on. I got a fucking light. Now I'm gonna get another light to go right here to accent that light. You know what I'm saying? We moving on up in the world now. We moving on up in these YouTube streets. Nick Jenkins says, roses are red, violets are blue. I'm black. Indeed you are, Nick. Indeed you are. That doesn't cook like you think it does, but I see what you were going for. Nick definitely had to be like the one black guy at like an all-white school. I went to a predominantly white high school in bumfuck Egypt, Missouri, and literally in the middle of nowhere, like fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog. And yeah, the token black kid was always cool. He was high on the social chain. All right, next up we got Alexandra Vu. I like saying that. Anyways, if you like water, you already like 72% of me. Oh, damn, her yearbook quote was a pickup line. I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have gave in. I definitely would have fell for that shit. Another no name, but he says, cheaters never win. But I just graduated. You know what his name should be in the fucking yearbook? The fucking GOAT. That's what it should be. That quote screams like, yeah, what are you gonna do? I graduated. You can't do shit. I mean, look at that smile. That is the smile, the smirk of a man who cheated his way through high school. Next up, we got Zachary Chastain. And Zachary says, it's hard being a single mother, especially when you have no children and are a teenage male. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I guess Zachary. All right, next up with the high top haircut, we got Eric Gomez. And Eric says, education is important, but big biceps are importanter. Why is that hard to say? Importanter. Whoa. If anything, we both just proved that education is indeed important. And why is he even talking about big biceps? Does bro even lift? Look at. Do y'all think I'm lifting? I be lifting blunts up and down. That's about it. All right, next up we got three. We got a triple threat. We got Cassidy Durham, Keaton Durham, and Kylie Durham. I would assume they're all related, but they say, knock knock. Who's there? Not the triplets. We graduated. So they're triplets. Yo, what are the odds of having triplets? They all look different and you get 2 girls and 1 boy. Yo, that's like speed running being a mother. When most women have the idea of starting a family, it's always like 2 or 3 kids. They always want 2 or 3 kids. And she had 2 girls and a boy. They all look different. Like I said, yo, she speed ran motherhood. Just went ahead and got that shit over with. Just got it right out the way. All right. Amberlyn Murray says, I started high school with straight A's. Now I'm not even straight. That one's kind of hard. That's bars, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of fire. She said, I came in a straight A student and I was distracted by the titties just like the rest of y'all. Brian A. Castle says, this is nothing but a hive and I am the one and only queen bee. Get the fuck. I don't know if Brian was trying to be funny or if Brian is also gay, or if that was like a typo, if they put somebody else's quote there and put his quote on somebody else. Either way, that one's just stupid. Alexandria Garcia, I'm actually not funny. I'm just really mean and people think I'm joking. She does not look mean at all. Like she doesn't give off like preppy girl. I don't think Alexandria was like super popular, but she was doing all right for herself. Like nobody was fucking with you. Garrett Syke. God, this motherfucker just screams Garrett. You definitely look like a fucking Garrett. But Garrett says, I get butterflies when I think of myself.
Ha! Gay!
Good for Garrett on the self-love. Gotta love yourself, you know what I'm saying? Jasmine says, I was sitting one day and a camera went off. I am not a model. Is she talking about her yearbook photo? I mean, it's not bad. It's just a normal photo. It's just you smiling and you don't look bad at all. You clearly kind of dressed up for it. I don't think you were just sitting there and they caught you by surprise. No, you're not a model, but don't act like your yearbook photo was bad because it's not. Bufran Salih, however you say it. I got a haircut and no one noticed. Shout out to the women with the head wraps in this compilation because most of them have actually been pretty funny. Delilah Jacobs says, no, I don't know what it's like in New York City. I don't understand that at all. Oh, hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? 1,000. God, when that song dropped, you know people was singing that shit to her all day, every day. Oh, it's what you do to me. Honestly, still a fire song. It's not something you add to the playlist or you're listening to on the regular, but when it comes on, you can't help but, oh, hey there, Delilah. Like you gotta sing along with the shit. Tyler Bentley says, you're laughing because I'm laughing, but I'm laughing because I farted. Love a good fart joke. That one's not like hilarious. I only laugh because it was kind of corny. Like that's yearbook fart joke appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Damn, that probably means she crop dusted somebody on yearbook photo day. It was probably Samuel. Sam, you got crop dusted, bro. Next up, we got a tag team of Steven Elgin and Christian Falcon. I almost called this man Christina Falcon because I've never seen Christian be spelled that way. But anyways, the next quote is a lie. Oh, his quote is by Christian Falcon. The previous quote is telling the truth. Steven Elgin. Very funny, very smart. Judging by the smile on Christian's face, I bet you Christian is the one that came up with that idea. You know, be funny. Yo, Adrian. Adrian says, if you can't afford pizza, you can't afford me. I can't lie. If a woman would like to take me out on a date and take me back to her place and do with me what she wants, I would accept pizza. I'm not a prostitute, so I wouldn't accept money for my service. I would not accept money because that is illegal. But if you were to say, hey, I got like fucking 4 or 5 boxes of pizza and cheesy bread and a fucking Mountain Dew and all this other shit, I'd probably go slide through. Life is though, but it's though if you are stupid. John went. Is this man trying to say tougher? Am I tripping or am I reading that right? That's though and thougher, right? That is THOUGH and THOUGHER. I mean, that sounds like a John Wayne quote when you say life is tough, but it's tougher if you are stupid. That sounds like something the Duke would say. I just got a feeling the kid in the photo is probably stupid. Navneet Casa says, my hairline might be worse than LeBron's, but you'll never know. Hashtag Turban Squad. That's a I thought my man was wearing like a do-rag right now or a beanie. You know how sometimes motherfuckers give it like that extra thing at the top or whatever. Styling and profiling with the turban. He said, yeah, my hair's fucked up. You'll never know. Yes, ladies, the turban stays on during sex. Robert Brown says, honestly, I didn't expect most of you to make it this far. I'm sure that they would say the same thing about you, Robert Brown. If that isn't the most like NPC generic name ever, whatever. Your parents named you Robert Brown. My A's turned to B's, and so did my grades. God bless. Oh, if you don't get that one, I'll go ahead and tell you. She talked about her cup size. She came in an A and left out a B. This one is another no name. I wish I could give her credit for that because that one is actually good. All right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and stop it right there. I am definitely gonna make a part 2 to this video. You know what? Down in the comments, drop Robert Brown down in the comments just so I know you made it this far. And if you want me to do a part 2, drop Robert Brown down below. We're gonna be back on Friday, every Monday and Friday over here on the main channel, and every Tuesday and Thursday over on the second channel. Link to the second channel is down in the description. You never know when you're gonna get shorts. I'm always posting shorts, so be on the lookout for part 2. Again, drop Robert Brown so I know you made it this far and you want part 2. I'm out, y'all. Peace.